Hey guys, just making another quick video over here for Godfall. I've really been enjoying this game. We made a few YouTube videos, so hopefully I'm not spamming your YouTube sub box too much. If you guys want to check out our review or my recommendation for the best spots to go and farm, both of those videos will be in the description down below. So now I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on my suggestion on the best way to do melee DPS in Godfall. I've mainly been doing the melee style myself because I just personally really enjoy it. I think it's just more fun. This game's very melee combat. There's a few other abilities and such, but here's going to be my recommendation, I guess, on the build on how to play the game the best. So, number one, the frame doesn't really necessarily matter in the start of the game. There's a few really good frames when it comes to some things like inflicting bleed or inflicting chill, which you can kind of combo out with your abilities, but more so just on the early game in general. It doesn't really matter too much. You can definitely combo those out as time goes on. You do breach damage. For me, I just kind of chose whatever character I thought looked the coolest at the start. I think my favorite one is probably, I think, honestly, this one, the random bug one. I think it's kind of cool. There's one stat one that has a 5% reduction in damage, or I think it's 5. I believe it's 5. I could look really quick and see. But that doesn't really matter too much for all the abilities and such. What matters more is for how you build your character. So how I'd kind of recommend it, depending on how your play style, I'd say push might. I have a weird combination of vitality and might, more so you can stay alive. But I think pushing might is really good. If you want to do more melee, you don't really have to worry about spirit too much. But I really think might and vitality, and kind of focus on crit hit chance and vitality, I think, are the number 2 things I'd recommend. So how I kind of have my skills set up and how I'm going to probably build up throughout the rest of the game, you can kind of start out on almost whatever. I start off on weapon techniques, which is just the random weapon techniques or whatever. It's nothing super crazy. But then I went straight for vitality, because in the early start of the game, you kind of want to have enough HP to survive and play the game. I'm not really a big fan of the shield stuff so far, and I think finesse is kind of eh. Like, it's nice, it's good to have, but in terms of just pure melee damage and killing bosses, like, I recommend this build. Which also lets you kind of go build into a few other things. Like, I'm going to build into crit chance in the near future and crit hit damage in the near future. These are going to probably be the next ones I want to focus on. And I've been trying to go main out might right now in all stats, because you start building to percentages and that kind of starts building up with your actual gear. So my next thing will probably be maxing out all stats, maxing out might, and then try to go build into both critical hit damage and crit hit damage in the first place. You also want to maybe try to get some other things like ailments if you want to go more for, like, say, a chill build or a fire build. I also think having a little bit of recovery, at least for in the early game, is nice. Just so you can have some more, like, longevity for your character in fighting as you can. But this is kind of my build. I really recommend maxing out all stats, might, vitality, then go into crit and crit hit damage, and max into there. And then after that, you can kind of go and pick and choose who you want. I'd probably recommend resistances as the game progresses, and recovery, just so you can kind of keep on attacking and doing damage as time goes on. I'd probably also recommend, too, as well, more so using fast attack weapons. These are okay because they have good stagger, but I'd honestly recommend using the dual wield, or probably just the dual wield. It's probably my favorite. I do also like the great sword just because it has AoE damage, which is really good against bosses. I did a really good boss guide down below if you guys want to check it out for, like, my best recommendation on how to grind out gear, at least in the current early game of the game. But I think using this, because you could essentially double attack a boss and kill them and double DPS on them, because the AoE is so high, and it's also really good versus mobs. Very good. But if you want to mainly focus on damage, definitely go, in my opinion, focus on might and focus on vitality. Vitality so you don't die, you can keep on living, go from there, and then going for might just so you can keep on doing damage. I think in most games you guys would probably agree, early game you want to focus on HP so you can go and survive and progress, and then as the game you get more used to the game mechanics and you go from there, focus more on might. And also don't forget, for just doing extra damage, you basically go and upgrade your stuff. Once you get to a certain point of the game, you can get to this chamber right over here, and you can put all your gear and salvage all your gear to improve your character. So say for this, if I want to improve up my sword even more, which I can, I need to go get Primal Quintessence, which I just have to get later in the game. But it's worth it, because also you can go and sell this stuff. Like say for this, I can salvage this and get free Electrum. And Electrum actually is like one of the biggest things you want to go get in the game, so you can go and keep on, increasing your characters, just making them better and stuff. So I highly recommend it. If you guys do have gear, go and max them out. It's probably better to wait until you have like an epic or a legendary, just so it's more efficient, and go from there. But that's probably my best recommendations for damage and how to do a melee build and how to kind of just grow your character in general. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I try to be pretty quick and concise and kind of just explain out the game. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying Godfall. Check out the other videos we've uploaded today, And like I said, I don't usually do too many of these videos, so hope you guys enjoy, and hope you guys have been enjoying Godfall in the first place. Also, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoy the channel, and thank you guys all very much for watching.